case was done, but it isn't. This is file 242120. This involved a long testimonial case about some lawn furniture that Miss Family bought from Ashley Furniture. We had a hearing, which was set for March 10th, and nobody appeared on behalf of Ashley Furniture. And a default judgment entered at that time on behalf of Miss Manley in the amount of $1,735.42. In an attempt to collect on that, then there was a motion to set aside the default, which I declined to grant. And so the motion, the judgment stands. And that was on April. In order to set aside a default, in fact, it's not even exactly clear whether you can even do it in small claims court, but I had a hearing. You have to show a legitimate defense and good cause for not appearing. I didn't find any good cause for not appearing. So the plaintiff then did a subpoena to discover the ability to pay on this debt, and nobody appeared from Ashley Furniture for that. So we set a show cause hearing regarding this. So, Mr. Kloppenstein, thank you for being here. Miss Manley, you as well. Mr. Kloppenstein, will you raise your right hand? You swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief?
I do.
You so far have got about $10 zillion worth of bad publicity out of this case. I found on her behalf by default in the amount of $1,669.17, $62.28 for a total of $1,735.42. She wanted to add some other items, but they weren't part of the original complaint, so I wouldn't allow them to be added. You moved to set it aside. I denied the motion to set it aside. She did a subpoena to collect. She wants her money. You may feel that she was already made whole. She got the furniture returned plus other stuff, but this judgment entered by default. So the ship has sailed. You owe that amount of money. Do you have the ability to pay that?
Your Honor, we did switch out the piece for
I got it. Okay. I got it.
Okay.
But then the lawsuit was still going. You didn't show up, so a default entered on her behalf. You had a motion to set aside the defense. The default. You may have had a meritorious defense, but you didn't show up for the hearing. And I had a hearing to find out why, and there wasn't good cause other than I guess they forgot. So, yes.
Your Honor, I was out of the country. I did not know about it, but we thought it was made whole by exchanging the piece.
I understand.
We thought it was made whole.
It wasn't. And I didn't like entering the default. I thought she got paid twice. I thought she got made whole, plus she got $1,600.
Yeah.
But you got notice. There was a hearing. She was here. Nobody showed up, and a default entered. So yes, you got arguably double dipped, but you owe this money because you didn't show up. We're not going to revisit your defense. You weren't here to raise your defense. Then I had a hearing to set aside the default, which I'm not even sure I can do in small claims court. And I didn't set it aside. Now she wants her money. And then there was a subpoena, and you didn't show up for that. I'm trying to determine when that was. We did move it.
We moved it, yeah.
You were to be here on 9/29. Oh, yeah, we moved it to this day.
Yes.
Not sure why this is a show cause. just failed to pay, failed to appear for the motion, but I don't remember a subpoena for discovery. It's in order to show cause why you should not be in contempt, but I don't see that you missed anything to be in contempt.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I had to pay the St. Joe County of Mishawaka to have Ashley's furniture served.
I'm trying to figure out what date that was. I'm looking and it's not in the paper file in front of me.
And then he didn't show up.
All right. Well, that's why I wanted to get everybody here. So the question is, are you willing to pay $1,824?
Again, Your Honor, she keeps the furniture. I pay her back for the furniture.
Yes.
And she's able to keep it. And
Yes. I don't enjoy it. You didn't show up for the hearing. I took testimony. A default entered. She's still unhappy. She wants more than this. So I can't be any more clear. We had a hearing to set aside the default and I denied it. Yes, she gets the furniture and the money. So how does it, whether it's fair or not, that's how this came, because you didn't show up. So if you're not going to pay her the money, she can get an order to seize your property and fight it out that way. But
hey, ask another question.
yes, sir.
And talking to my local attorney, he thought the jurisdiction would be in St. Joe County.
Jurisdictions at both ends.
Where you buy it, because we have no stores in.
Yes, where she is and where you are. And it's a small claims case. The furniture was delivered to her in St. Joe County, Michigan.
Or picked up. I believe it was picked up.
A repair was sent to my house.
But the furniture was initially picked up in St. Joe County and at the store at the St. Joe County. I'm not an attorney. I don't understand.
I understand, but yes.
And our representative from Fort Wayne said he could not represent us in Michigan.
Well, and you can't have an attorney in small claims court.
Right.
You can remove it to the general division of the court where she would have had a harder time presenting it following the rules of procedure. All I want to know is, are you going to pay her the money or not? If you're not, then I encourage you to then get an order to seize property. You've got so much bad publicity about this, then it should really have just been resolved a long time ago. She's very diligent.
Your Honor, I thought it was resolved, so I apologize for that. And as far as paying, if you tell me where to send it, I will get it sent out.
All right, very good. Plaintiff will pay within 21 days. Her address is on the complaint and on the judgment. We'll give you a copy of that.
So I sent it to that address.
You sent it to her, not to the court. I understand that you feel this was unfair. She also feels it's unfair, so maybe there's enough unfair to go around. I didn't like her getting the furniture and the money. It seemed unfair to me too, but I issued that order, and I'm not going to say it for the 5th time. You didn't show up. So I'll have the bailiff take you out to the court office. The clerks will make sure we have the right address, and you should send $1,824.42. All right, this was a very unpleasant experience for both of you, and for that I'm sorry, but I'd like this matter to be concluded. All right, $1,824.42 within 21 days.
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right, thank you.